If I were smart, I'd say thank you and leave. A real quick story. When my son passed away, well, anyway. I'm determined to give all those who've been knocked down, counted out, left behind in America a shot again, a fair shot at making a living, taking care of their children, starting a business, being able to buy a home, build real wealth for generations to come. But we're making progress. There's a lot more on the way. Inflation is coming down. It's now lower in America than any other major economy in the world. The cost of eggs, milk, chicken, gas, and so many other essential items have come down.
I don't understand how I make $34 an hour and I can't function.
Now, maybe Donald Trump and his MAGA friends believe that they have to hold us down. You're the reason Kamala Harris is historic vice president.
Share with you a very simple story, which is that I went home one day and I said, well, why are conservatives bad, Mommy? Because I thought we were supposed to conserve things. I couldn't reconcile it. Now I can.
For the women of Alpha Kappa Theta. Excuse me. You proved it. You're the reason I am president. All of you at home should know what those plans are. Instead of making the wealthy pay their fair share, some Republicans want Medicare and Social Security to sunset. I'm not saying it's a majority. Let me give you, anybody who doubts it, contact my office. I'll give you a copy. When Trump pushed black small businesses to the back of the line in the pandemic funding, I moved them to the front of the line.
I mean, you know, Donald Trump has a reputation of being the money man.
Reading some of the things that he talks about with business, I can kind of agree with as far as business-wise, because I'm trying to grow my business. As far as Biden, I haven't seen Biden really care about business like.
Folks, the bottom line is our economy has grown more in the last 6 months than it ever did at any point in Trump's entire 4 years in office.
Reality is that during the Trump years, the economy grew better than during the Biden years.
America is experiencing a manufacturing boom that no one thought was possible. But I knew it was possible. That's the truth. Now, don't make a lie. I look at veterans completely differently than Donald Trump. Think about this, especially here in South Carolina, a proud military state. Donald Trump, when he was commander-in-chief, refused to visit a cemetery, U.S. cemetery outside of Paris for fallen American soldiers.
It's not over, and he's just walked out. I mean, can you think of anything more disrespectful than to say, yeah, I've done my bit?
And he referred to those heroes, and I quote, as suckers and losers. He actually said that. He said that. How dare he say that? How dare he talk about my son and all of us like that? Look, I call them patriots and heroes. The only loser I see is Donald Trump.
There's nowhere I'd rather celebrate this Thanksgiving than right here with the toughest, strongest, best and bravest warriors on the face of the earth.
It makes me angry. I apologize for losing my temper, but it really, really, really offends me. In recent weeks, we're starting to see real evidence that American consumers are facing real confidence in our economy we're building.
60% of voters think Biden's policies are making the economy worse.
Let me tell you who else is noticing that. Donald Trump. Did you see what he recently said about that he wants to see the economy crash this year? A sitting president. As they say in my faith, bless me, Father, for, I mean, come on, man.
Did you use the word smart? So you said you went to Delaware State, but you forgot the name of your college. You didn't go to Delaware State. You graduated either the lowest or almost the lowest in your class. Don't ever use the word smart with me. Don't ever use that word.
Oh, give me a break.
Because you know what? There's nothing smart about you, Joe. 47 years, you've done nothing.
Let's have this. By the way, have you noticed? He's a little confused these days. For two reasons. One, he apparently can't tell the difference between Nikki Haley and Nancy Pelosi. Of Putin's kleptocracy. Yeah. America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him. Well, folks, we're making real progress. One of the most important issues we're facing: security at the border.
At issue, a narrow Supreme Court ruling backing President Biden's authority to take down razor wire deployed by Texas as a deterrent against illegal crossings.
The first bill I introduced was for a massive change in security at our border.
We've seen 9.6 million illegal immigrants enter this country since Joe Biden became president.
Now look, I want you to imagine the future nightmare if Trump's back in office. I'm serious. Given the nightmare when he was in office, you know what is likely to come. We haven't been able to communicate it in a way that is, let me say another way. I'm just following my orders here. If you re-elect me and Kamala with a Democratic House and a bigger majority in the Senate this November, imagine a future where we restore Roe v. Wade as the law of the land again. The best way to get something done, if you hold near
Los
and dear
Angeles
to you,
and
like to be able to. What am I doing here? Anyway. And when we do, we'll be able to look back and say something few generations have been able to say. America's democracy was at risk, and we saved it. Are you with me? All right. God save the Queen, man.